Listen, if you've been following, you know what? We are at a great point right now, Kenneth fam. I shouldn't even be doing this for it, but it's just for you. Just a special treat. Look at that, man. Crinkle bird hanging up to dry. Looking good. Good enough on relative humidity and temperature. Now, we can actually sit down and smoke together, Kenneth fam, because today, got some new bud that I want to smoke on with you guys and talk about it and hang out. Like, comment, subscribe before we start. Had to make some new purchases for Dab's sake. Got a new little 10 mil slurp action here. Got the tall tower style for my daily driver. This has been the go-to piece. The rosin hasn't changed, honestly, Kenneth fam. It's pretty much been consistently the same Donnie's element from Colta. But the shit smacks, man. Like, it's juicy. It tastes delicious. It's funky. It's consistent, which is honestly the biggest thing out here in Maryland right now is consistency. Which is usually why, again, that's pretty much the only dispo rosin I get. Otherwise, it's venturing elsewhere to the homies. Flower-wise, I mean, if you watch the channel, we just talked about a little black market action, which was a new brand, is a new brand that just got out here. Has Mr. Rob Lotto as one of the head, what's the word I'm looking for here? Consultants. That's from the Rob Lotto Cultivations, I think, company. That's the consultation side of things, where he is putting in his input. However, today, I got something a little more than just his input. Today we got some Rob Lotto action. We got the Keeper #3, which I've been seeing people rave about, man. He was kind enough to gift this to me when he slid by on Get to the Joint. If you haven't subscribed to Get to the Joint, you got to go over there and do that, because coming up soon, man, we've got Mr. Rob Lotto himself. Super pumped to have Rob in this studio right here where we're talking right this second, man. But today we've got the Keeper 3, which we're going to be smoking on, taking a look at. Not dissecting too much, man. We're not here to give a Ganjio review. Again, this was a gift. Shout out to the homie Rob. But first, I want to take this new banger for a test drive. I have yet to hit the 10 mil. Pretty much run. I beat that last slurper till the brakes fell off. That thing, I put so many dabs on. That thing had mileage out the wazoo. So now we're going to work on this new guy. I got this new saucer style, a little shorter, fatter. Curious to see how this one hits in comparison. Slurper came with the free clear marble. I need some new marbles. Drop a comment below. Any good pearl marble combo sets that you guys recommend? Any good local glass artists you guys are big fans of? Because I need something cool to add to the collection. All right, let's go on this before we smoke some weed. Flavor on that goes nuts. Wow. That is a gorgeous taste off that slurp. Went pretty low temp on it. Yeah. Taste every little bit of that, man. Big fan of that. All right. Gotta get this banger cleaned up. Then let's smoke some. All right, while our Terp Slurp cleans back here, let's shut this lid, because I feel like you can almost hear that water feature. While that thing cleans up, let's go ahead and talk about this Keeper 3, man. Again, Mr. Rob Lotto, dropping heat again. Dropped a bunch of new stuff. He gifted this to me. Had a couple other strains that the boys got. But I was pretty excited to grab this Keeper 3, because I like deeper, heavier funk. Like, he was like, what's your profile? I'm like, you know me, I'm not picky. I'm a pretty equal opportunity smoker. But anything that leans that grandma's basement, heavier, deeper, like thick note, yeah, this got that like heavy must, like funk to it. This ain't no candy. I guess this is what the name implies. This is a keeper. Like, this is the one I would want. God, the nose is crazy on it. Bud structure, dense. Heavy greens. Nothing crazy on the color-wise. It don't mean nothing. But she's pretty. She's frosty. Incredibly dense. Got some good tact to it. Yeah, I'm pleased, man. What we got to do is smoke some of this up, as Rob would want. Let's go ahead and roll up a J. I've effectively gone pretty much working solely with glass tips at this point. I really don't smoke with much else, which is crazy to say. Young me would be ashamed. Not because it's bad, just because our standards have just gotten out of control, I guess. But you know what? It's good to have standards. Quality of what you're smoking matters. As always, it's the Stash 360 grinder that we're going to put this bud through. Don't need much because we're going to roll a little guy up. Don't make fun of me in the comments too bad. I know you want to. One thing that is going to be happening soon, Can of Fam, if you're here in Maryland, you got to brace yourselves. Taxes are going up in July. Maryland rec tax rate, I think, is going from 9% to 12%. There's a bunch of other goofy rules that they're going to be putting on. I couldn't tell you why, what the reasoning is or anything like that, but it is what it is. They're doing it. Kind of been saying it for a while, but you should just get your card if you're here in Maryland, man. It's just easier. Or get your plug up. Probably recommend that more than anything else nowadays. I'm still a medical patient. I still got my card. I like being able to go to the dispo. I like seeing the evolution of what's happening in there. But also, that being said, totally understand when people don't want to deal with it. Don't want to go to the dispo. Don't want to shop at these brands. Don't want to deal with the experience. It is totally understandable. A very valid feeling. Yeah, could be better. But that's okay. We got our J rolled, man. Morgan also decided to pick up a bunch of these Clipper jet lighters. Sick. Morgan always wants to get something small to add to the studio just to make it a little bit better. And I appreciate that about him. All right, let's spark up this Keeper 3 from Mr. Rob Lotto. I'm super excited for you guys to see this episode, Can of Fam. It is such a banger, man. We had a blast kicking it with Rob. One of our longest episodes ever, too. We really shot the shit with that man for a good minute. Conversation was good. Weed was great. Man brought by all kinds of dankness for us to try out. New stuff that hadn't even hit the scene yet. Stuff that's just hit the scene. Got to test on some of this Keeper 3. We got to test on some of the other strains that he had out. Man, it's great. That'll be out, if you're watching this when this Travs Dabs video drops, this weekend. If you're watching it late, it should already be out. Go watch it. It's a good time, man. Really nice, palatable smoke. Really clean. Off even just the first few rips. Again, where there'd be a little more paper. Nothing. I don't know, be able to pick it up with all the smoke pouring off of the thing, but res run is crazy too. Ain't nothing else in here. It's just bud. This ain't a Travs Dabs hash hole or nothing like that. This is just some good old fashioned weed, man. It's Rob's weed. It usually means good, or great, or outstanding, or the best, or whatever other adjectives you want to throw. That bagger's probably clean now. So, let's talk flavor about this bud, man. Again, heavier, definitely back of the palate, fuller flavor, more like herbaceous, musty, crusty, dusty, in a good way. I hope that always translates for the Can of Fam, because to me that means like stank that I want. Like, and I love that. When I hear that somebody's describing that, I get excited. Now some people turn their nose up, but I think y'all are sleeping if that is how you react to not fruit. When he was here at the studio, I did have the opportunity to show, and Rob hit the my grow, and he gave it a little nod. He wasn't impressed by any means. I said, "Hey, I'm coming for the champ. I'm about to take the throne." He went, "Yeah, okay." You know what I mean? Like we're not out here making too big of waves, but I am excited. It looks beautiful. I'm excited for this to be done. It should be done by the time we're filming the day Rob's episode comes out. The Mr. Rob Lotto episode is out. There should be a Travs Dabs Grow trim day. Trim jail is what everybody calls it. It's only one plant, so I guess it's more like trim drunk tank. It's not like a whole stint, but I get a slap on the wrist kind of thing. You know what I mean? As Rob mentioned too in the interview, light ash, white ash, always what we're going for, full flush. It's always clear with him. I know he recently added some new studs to the team as far as talent in the grow space. It honestly is one of the most impressive in Maryland. There are a couple that really do stand out to me, and I think his is one of the ones that has really shined for us here in Maryland, kind of putting Maryland's weed game in the, I don't want to say on the map, because there are plenty of y'all, I'm not disrespecting nobody, but it's transcending, man. Doing big things across different markets. That's all I'll say. I think Quest and Morgan really were sleeping when they did not choose the keeper. That's why I let fate decide. Sometimes it's right. It's not always right, but sometimes it's right. And yeah, the keeper is the keeper. This is going to be one that I think would stay in the arsenal of smokers. This is clearly something I'd want to hash hole with. Like the rest of this bud will probably become something big doink for get to the joint filming, or we could put some rosin to it because it deserves that. This deserves a little love. I think Rob is supposed to be getting his processing. I think the Mr. Rob Lotto processing will be coming out soon, and I hope your boy gets to try some of that rise, because that's what the world needs to see. Did have something a little spicy pop up in our get to the joint bracket that we're running, testing out all these brands, man. We're gonna be dropping a brand from that bracket. That's okay. Things happen. Unfortunately, I can't disclose any more information than that, but do know that when we put out the next episodes, you will see moving forward there won't be one. It won't really matter, but that's the case. We're going to be progressing with my down one. That being said, get excited for the processing bracket that we're going to do in a few months, and get excited for we're debating whether doing like a newcomers bracket, like the newer cannabis brands that we want to give them a few grows, because I mean, obviously, I think the first one is almost always the best one for a lot of these brands, because they try so hard to show out, and then they not often can replicate success. So we want to make sure that that's the case for a lot of these brands before we try them from the dispo. Then we might have to do a black market, gray market kind of tier list. I don't know. We'll see. Listen, we just want to try good weed and show you all the good weed that's out there. Yeah, overall, winner, keeper, duh. Man, Rob doesn't miss, man. I'm sure you'll see stories on the show where he tells you about some errant runs and some stuff that didn't work out, but I tell you, whatever hits the market is fire. Stoner's Table always has fire. Shout out to Rob. A lot more coming up from Get to the Joint too, man. We'll be doing 710. We're kicking in with District Cannabis. We're going to be at their processing facility, and we're going to be at their actual flagship, I guess their Maryland store. We're going to be doing it big. We already did the Grow Tour with DC. If you've watched the channel, you would know that. And we're going to be doing it again. This time they got the processing, and your boy Travs Dabs loves processing. Canna fam, I'm going to finish this doink, and I might have a dab. And maybe you should too. and I appreciate you being here till the very end. Let me know down below. You trying any Mr. Rob Lotto flower? Any of his bud? How about Black Market? What are you smoking on? Better not be mids. Candy fam, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for being here to the end. Go subscribe to get to the joint, you silly goose. Go. Go. What are you still doing? Get out of here. Go.